welcome to my channel where I talk about books and bricks and bookish things and bric-a-brac and films and actually anything I feel like talking about. Because, you know, I'm in my 50s and I just don't care anymore. I'm just going to talk about what I like, and if people watch it, they do, and if they don't, they don't. I quite enjoy doing it. Just having my, obviously, pumpkin spice latte. This is oat milk pumpkin spice latte. It's very delicious. So, yesterday was the start of, it's 23rd today. Yesterday, 22nd of September, was the start of this year's Halloweenathon, which is run by the lovely Kelsi over at Slime and Slashers. It's one of my favourite readathons, along with the old school April one that she does every year as well. There's lots of other people involved, but I think she's the one who started them both, I believe so. I love Halloweenathon, and I mean, it's Halloween for me all year, you know. I'm spooky 365 24/7, but it is nice, isn't it? It's also not only a readathon, but it's also a watchathon and a craftathon. And it's a combination that are, if you go onto Kelsi, I'll link Kelsi's channel below. If you go onto there, there's a video up how to get involved. There's a OneDrive full of all the bingo cards, the prompts, anything you want to do, the list of people who are involved and what they recommend. And you can be as involved or not as involved as you want to be. I always usually do the bingo card, but this year I haven't printed anything. It's been a weird time for me. This is the second year of losing my husband, and it's actually been harder than the first year. The first year you're just getting through it. This year I'm finding it really hard not to just want to just kind of completely disconnect. So it's been very difficult. So I've been a little bit erratic with everything, but it is what it is, isn't it? So I will be reading and watching and crafting. Crafting, of course, will be Lego. Hello, girlie. Hello, my beautiful boy. This is my oldest, but I don't know if you can see him. You can't see him, can you? I can't really. Can I dip here? There he is up the corner. He's my oldest boy. He's 16. He's got a little bit of arthritis in his legs, and he's a very spoiled, pampered boy, aren't you? I've had him since he was 8 weeks old. He's my absolute baby. I've got 3 cats. This is Gallifrey Cerberus, after the planet and constellation of Doctor Who. Then there's Merlin Pendragon. He's another black cat. He's 15. And then there's Shira, Princess of Power, who is a ginger maniac. She's the diva of the house. Do you want some treats, sweetie? Let me give you some treats. I'm trying to speak to the people under YouTube, you know. I'll just give me some dreamies. Hang on a second. Bear with. Hang on a second, darling. Hang on. Get your nose out. Okay. There you go. All right. Far too many, but anyway. So what I shall be doing. Back to the task at hand, Shaz. So I mean, erratic. My brain's just, anyway. Of course, I've retired as well, so I don't know if that's making it better or worse, really. I'm not thinking about work, which is great, and not having to worry about that, but I've lost all sense of structure. So just need to sort that out for myself. But so what I'm going to be doing is watching. I don't watch a lot of television. I need to finish watching Midnight Mass on Netflix. I watch an episode and I just get a little bit bored. And everybody I know who loves horror loves it, so I know I'm going to love it. It's a very slow burn, isn't it? But what I find about Netflix is they like do 8 or 10 episodes. And like the first 3 are great, and the last 3 are great, and the 2 in the middle are meh. Do you know what I mean? And you've got to kind of get through them. And I'm not the most patient person anymore. But I am going to try and finish that off. Certainly. And then the Tales Point Horror Book Club, which I'm part of course, with the lovely Shelley and all my Point Horror family. Also do a movie club. I did last month with The Misery. This month they've just done What Lies Beneath, which was, you should go on Tales Point Horror. I'll link them below, their website, their YouTube, because the last one, it was hysterical. It's just such fun. But in October, they're going to be watching Wes Craven's New Nightmare, which was the last official kind of Nightmare on Elm Street film. I mean, I know they did a remake, but it was crap, wasn't it? Let's be honest. So I decided, well, I may as well re-watch the whole series. So there you go. The Nightmare on Elm Street Ultimate Collector's Edition. This has all of the films on it. All of them in different. They're all in HD or that's director's cuts and all sorts of stuff in here as well. There's also loads of interviews and documentaries about the making of. So I should be watching those. So that'll be my first watch, I think. And then, because I'll obviously be doing Lego, got a couple of Halloween sets I'm going to do. I'm also decided last year, me and another creator on Instagram, we're going to do this as Eerieween, and we never got round to it. So I'm going to finally watch Eerie Indiana, the complete series again. Now, I did watch this back in was it the 90s? But not, religiously, because I was an adult in the 90s, so I watched it when I caught it, if you know what I mean. So I'm looking forward, if it was only 19 episodes. So while I'm building my Lego, I'm going to be rewatching Eerie Indiana. So when you see my time lapse videos, you're going to be hearing that in the background. So that's the plan. So that's what I'm going to watch. I mean, I might watch anything else that comes up. I've got Nosferatu to watch, which I've just downloaded on Sky. So I'll definitely be watching that. I watched Thanksgiving yesterday. That was all right. Miss Corey, which I love. But anyway, so I'll see what else is around. But those two box sets I'll definitely be watching during them from now until the end of October. My sister's here potentially for a week or a fortnight from the 17th of October. So that will limit what I can do, because well, won't really. She doesn't interfere with anything I do, but I just feel bad, if she doesn't like something I'm watching. So Lego wise, I'll be building this week. I'll be building this, which is a little Halloween barn. And sorry about the noise in the background. The cat's got into the litter. So there's this little Halloween barn with I love the skeleton. You see the skeleton there, and I think it's a better picture of him. It's a better picture of him there. Look how cute he is. So I'm going to be building that this week. And probably might do it today, actually, so I feel. But yeah, so that's one of my little builds. But my main build for for October is going to be this. The Haunted Mansion. They did one before, which sadly wasn't into Lego at the time, and that was far bigger than this. I would have preferred that one, I think. But it looks quite good. They got some great minifigures. There's, where am I? There's a skeleton. There's a werewolf. There's a Frankenstein, I believe, over there. And a vampire lady. I think there's only 4. Oh, there's a ghost as well, which glows in the dark. I love these 3-in-1 sets, because not only can you build that one, but the idea is you build, take apart and build again. They're ideal kits for kids, because you can keep building. I'll be building the mansion and keeping it. It'll be on show. I'll put it on my bookcase, top of my bookcase. But you can also build the haunted ship or the haunted railway station and train. But I'll be building that through October. I'll probably do a few videos about it, probably. And yes, I'm really looking forward. Oh, it's heavy. Heavy. So I'm really looking forward to it. Books-wise, I'm mainly going to be reading... excuse me. I'm mainly going to be reading Kindles. No, not Kindles. I'm going to mainly be reading physical books. I want to get my TBR down, my physical TBR down. But I will be reading 2 Kindles. Excuse me. I must see if I can find my mic thing so you can hear me better, so I don't feel like I'm shouting. First, I'll be reading this one, The Doors of Darkness 2 Trick or Treat. This actually was recommended by Kelsi in a recent video about a TBR, and it's on KU, so I thought, why not? I love KU. It looks really good. I think it's short stories, or Halloween themed, so why not? Yeah, throw that one in. And then this one was recommended by one of my indie horror authors Dave Watkins, who I travelled to the last indie horror chapter with in Weston-super-Mare. He kindly gave me a lift. And he recommended this, The House of Frozen Screams by Thana Naveau. Maybe Nivu, it might be Nivu, I don't know. This is also on KU and is basically a haunted house with a twist. But the cover's fantastic, isn't it? So I should be reading both of those on my Kindle. Got a little list, look, 'cause my brain's not very good. Kindle, yeah, that's Kindle's done. Next, the Point Horror, obviously, Tales Point Horror Book Club. This month, and it's actually the discussion is this Sunday coming on the 28th, is this one, Guilty by Diane Ho. And this is the American edition with the step cover, and it's about, it's a Nightmare Hall book, basically. If anybody knows Point Horror, it's Nightmare Hall. Katie Sullivan has everything. Nice roommate, cool friends, and a great guy. Until the day she and her boyfriend are out on the river and their canoe overturns. She survives. He doesn't. Someone else already reached a decision about Katie. The verdict is guilty and the punishment is death. So yeah, I love these step covers. Sometimes I don't get them very often because you can't get them on eBay, but this is fantastic. Secondhand book place in the UK called ABE Books, ABE Books, and they're like third-party sellers from thrift shops and charity shops all over the world. So I could have got the English version of this for about £4. I paid £8 for this, but it was an American edition, and it came up from a thrift shop in Massachusetts. So yeah, I'm happy about that. So that's fun. For October, the main read is Halloween Night 2 by R.L. Stein. We read the first one last year, so I love the cover. This obviously is the English cover. Brenda isn't really looking forward to Halloween this year. After all, it was only 12 months ago that her best friend tried to kill her at a Halloween party, and she'd rather not be reminded of that. Understandable, isn't it, my friends? But her friends persuade her to take part in a Halloween revenge prank, guaranteed to scare the victim to death. And soon Brenda realises that she is never going to leave the terror of Halloween night behind. So looking forward to that. As a bonus book, I'm not sure if I'm doing the discussion with this. I don't know. But it's one of the Point Horror Unleashed. Point Horror Unleashed was specifically released in the UK, and they're all set in the UK. And The House of Bones by Graham Masterton. Now, I read this for the Old School April. It's fantastic. It's basically about, I don't know how to tell you without spoiling it. Mr. Vane is an estate agent, and he has certain books on his portfolio that he doesn't sell, but he does take people around occasionally because the houses need them. That's all I'm going to say. So it starts where they are trying to renovate a house, and they open a hole in a wall, and there's loads of bones behind. I mean, like hundreds of bones from centuries ago to recent, and they don't really know why. It's really, really good. I love Graham Masterton anyway. It's really creepy. It's excellent. I can't wait to read it. So that's the Point Horror. Traditionally published, I am going to be reading Breathe In, Bleed Out by Brian Macaulay. Fantastic cover. This is I spoke about this the other day, and this is about a spiritual retreat that gets a bit slashery. So that sounds good. Love the cover. I'm also going to be reading Sayaka Murata Earthlings. This sounds completely wacky, and I think it is absolutely off the wall. Do you know what I mean? So I can't wait to read it. I love the cover. It's so cute. It looks like very innocent, but supposedly it's incredibly dark. So I'm looking forward to that. Children's or middle grade and YA. I'm going to read Hannah Messenger and the Gods of Hockworld by Bryony Pierce. I love Bryony Pierce. I read one of hers last year. What was that one about? a slayer. That was brilliant. But this is a children's book. I think this is middle grade, and it's about the gods of Olympus losing their memories. They're normal people. Their descendants are the only ones who know who they are. And so when the power objects of the gods start go missing, they have to look after them. So look, this sounds good fun. It says on the back, what does it say? The gods have never been so entertaining. And the message obviously is a demigod. She's a a descendant of the gods. So looks good, doesn't it? Great cover. I bought that Yelk last year, so I'm looking forward to that. Another one I bought at Yelk last year, and this is YA. Find Him Where You Left Him Dead by Kristen Simmons. This is Japanese inspired, and it's what's it say? So there's it says 4 survivors, 1 grave mistake. 4 years ago, 5 kids started a game. Not all of them survived, and the survivors all get called back by the ghost of the kid who didn't survive. Sounds very much like that film. Do you remember that bully film where kid died and he was bullied, and he came back from the dead to seek his revenge? I wonder if it's similar to that. This is supposed to be Japanese inspired. They dragged out of their reality into an eerie hellscape of Japanese underworlds. So that sounds good too, doesn't it? Looking forward to that. And then finally, of course, my lovely indies. As I say, I went to the indie horror chapter a couple of weeks ago now, and so I'm going to read a couple of them. First, I'm going to read Dave Jeffries' Mood Swings. This is such a lovely little book. These are a selection of a micro collection, Peculiar Tales, the best in speculative horror. And actually, he was up for a prize for one of the stories in this, quite a elite prize. So I don't know if he actually got that, but he was nominated, which in itself is wonderful. So I'm looking forward to reading that. Don't think I've read anything by Dave yet. I've got a lot of his books, but I've never got around to reading them. Also, I shall be reading Fireside Horror by P.A. Sheldon, Paul Sheldon, also an author I met at the Indie Horror chapter. I think all of these are signed. Yeah, stay spooky. And this one has a dandy matching fireplace horror, so looking forward to that. I can't remember if Paul gave me this one and I bought the other one, or anyway, he very kindly gave me a copy, and I bought the other one, so that was really good. I got 2 of these, but these again are short stories, and this sounds fascinating. It says, in the quiet lanes and mistlaced woods of Edwardian Shropshire lies the university town of Wenderlow, a place steeped in folklore and shadowed by things far older than memory. Elspeth McGinnity, a young widow with a keen eye for old tales and an older truths, serves as both folklorist and investigator of the inexplicable. With the help of her steadfast cousin and assistant, Nolan Perkins, she delves into mysteries that defy science and reason. From prehistoric devils to restless spirits and creatures that should not walk where men tread. This is a witch-haunted, boggart-cursed Wenderlow, hearth and home to the strange. Curl up by the fire, dim the lights, and prepare to be horrified. And I believe they are separate, like little stories in there about this place. Just sounds great, doesn't it? I'm really looking forward to it. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9 little stories. So yeah, so I'm looking forward to that. I believe Dave's was signed as well, was it? Thank you. Yeah. I always try to get them signed, but there you go. So that's my Halloweenathon, readathon, craftathon, watchathon plans. We'll see how they work out. I'll try and also get on a couple of the reading sprints. It's difficult because, of course, the majority of them are in America, and so they're happening when I'm asleep. But anyway, we'll see how it goes. But hope you're all well, my darlings. Hope you're keeping well. Hope you're keeping warm. It's really cold today. I've actually put my heating on for an hour this morning I thought I'd better try it because I haven't tried it all year. And it was really cold this morning. Really, the cats were complaining. You know how it is. But anyway, I'm going to go off now and build my barn. Watch a bit of Erie, Indiana. Oh, no, I won't watch. I'll save that for my haunted mansion. There's bound to be something horror I can watch. As for you, my darlings, you take care of yourselves, all right? Stay warm, stay hydrated, keep reading fantastic books, and I'll see you soon. Checking in with more books and bricks and Halloweenathon. Take care. Bye.